hello, I've got a very race code that it's really quick. And it's got the MR Turbo body style, so I guess I'll put it in as Mr. Turbo in the results table. That was actually, the first one was pretty good. I mean, the roof now is quite a bit of damage. You can get up there. Oh gosh, I say, you can get up there, I just then immediately drove it off. So yeah, this is obviously a race car, so it's really not meant to be doing this, but it is, so I guess it could be, in theory, race cars should be at least slightly heavy duty in order to sort of complete their racing, but doesn't mean it will be. Also, the front left is very dodgy. Yeah, this car, it's sort of like on asphalt, well, tarmac. It's sort of arcadey to drive because it does have so much power. That it's really quick. Like, while also that's inverted, which is helping. While also being really good in corners. But this isn't tarmac, and it's got a driven wheel that's trying to go the wrong way. This is all-wheel drive, currently at least. So I guess that's good in terms of we have some extra half shafts and whatnot to brake before the vehicle brakes. I mean, there is more stuff to brake, but more redundancy. I mean, that was quite a high speed spin. Oh, back to the starting line. I think that losing that front left would honestly be preferable. I guess it can just go up hills like that, because it's just so quick. Well, it isn't actually going that quickly. That's because it's damaged and not where it should be in terms of the stuff on a racetrack. Or it's not even trying to race. I guess we're going round here. And into a rock. Wow. I mean, induction system damage, that's not really that important. It's a metal are falling off. The radiator is gone, which could be an issue, because, well, especially because I'm trying to deal with this wheel. Like, it is a big engine, and, well, presumably quite a big engine that could that needs the cooling in order to not overheat. It just goes either one way or the other. Like, if it doesn't steer now, it's going out. Right, it's going out from steering, because, yeah, the front left isn't steering. So yeah, I didn't think overheating would be the problem. It's not last place, and also it made it over the sort of big jump over there, so, like, without breaking drive shafts. However, it's just the front left was moving about a lot, and now it sort of doesn't drive. I'll try again in case it's decided it has decided it's going to move again now. However, I'm not necessarily sure it's going to move in a good direction, particularly. I mean, maybe. I mean, it's just spinning around now. Right, it's getting a bit further, I guess. But only a bit. Like, I mean, technically, me drove it off the edge. But if it's not going to the right there. And I mean, look at that wheel. It's collapsed, and it's still being driven. Like, if I try and do that, you can see it's, like, sort of spinning, and that's what's getting the particles, I think. And yeah, quite a bit of damage, probably because we were going quite quickly in some places. Like, over the jump over just once you get around the bank bit, I did go a bit too quick, but I still wouldn't go full speed because that does completely destroy the car with no chance, basically. As I have with, well, the other car that's been quite quick around here. So yeah, the race covert, not done the best, but that's not very surprising because it really wasn't designed for this sort of terrain, I guess. So we've had some vehicles do quite well, especially the Capsule, which is now in second. The GPV went a little bit further, but the Capsule still just barely made it onto 6.5 laps instead of 6, and it was a little bit behind. But yeah, it was just sort of going along. It wasn't going along that quickly at any point really, because it is a bus. But it was just going along, and the front left wheel came off, and then the steering sort of stopped working a bit at that point. Like simple as the front left wheel came off, and something to do with that made the steering break as well, because it was going quite well before that. Well, clearly it was going well because it got up to a very good place in the leaderboard. And the Grand Marshal wagon has also done quite well. It's now in fifth. It's actually beaten the B series from the first sort of set of three, which is good because I suppose it's a bit of a benchmark because DCs tend to be quite good. It just went out on a hill from overheating because I guess its engine held up long enough, but eventually it succumbed to the overheating. It could have gone a little bit further if it, like, downhill, if it could have made it a bit further, but it didn't. So that's where it's at in fifth. It did well though. Like, there wasn't too much damage. It was mostly just the engine because the oil pan was also close to going, but I determined it was overheating that definitely killed the Grand Marshal. I should say that the layout has changed a little bit too, just in order to make stuff fit on what is technically separate pages a bit better. But anyway, the Corvette didn't do well. It's in 16th place, only 2 places above our current worst places in the Storm. It went out for the steering. It was one of those vehicles where I almost counted it out for the steering. It drove a bit further, and it did actually go out. Because sometimes just like waiting a bit, that's what happens. I feel like if the half shaft on whichever wheel it was that was a bit collapsed broke, it might have helped because maybe we would have been trying to steer a really broken wheel. I did check that the half shafts could break because, like, the all-wheel driveness is a mod, and they could break. It's just they didn't happen to break this time. So yeah, Mr. Covert hasn't done very well, especially compared to the other vehicles that we've had today, which have done really well. But yeah, it's a race car. It's supposed to be on sort of flat surfaces, and I guess if it got damaged, it would probably just be called off the track or something. So it's really not designed for that. But yeah, it's not done well. But yeah, well done to the Capsule especially, which is now in second place.